Good morning from the town of Baldwin, New York. The locals call it Beeville. Start this one off a little differently at the suggestion of my lovely daughter and her husband. They wanted me to pizzazz up these videos a little bit. So I'm going to give that a shot and we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to do one of those cheesy things that a lot of these YouTubers do anymore is, if you like the content here, subscribe and hit your like button. I don't know what the hell that does for you, but it'll do something for me. Like I say, Baldwin's a little town. I'm right here at the entrance to Lock 24. Read a cute little sign, which I'll show you a picture of right now here. Lock is like super old and has most of its original parts just because the lock masters, as they call them, I've been calling them lock tenders, they're actually lock masters, are also responsible for doing a lot of the maintenance on them, and so they don't just sit there waiting for boats to come through like you've seen. This time of year, this is off season, so there aren't a whole lot more on the water. There's been one boat go through this lock this morning. It's about 11:30. I got a late start. I had a little maintenance I had to do on the boat this morning, but we're going to go ahead and start heading towards the lock right now, and I've got some other pictures I'll show you of the lock area. This is a very well kept area. So we're going to go ahead and get our day started. By the way, if you ever find yourself here, which there's only one reason you would, and that's if you're doing the canal, the Angry Smokehouse, awesome restaurant. I had dinner there last night. Fantastic food and good craft beer selection. Lock 24, this is almost there, eastbound.
This is Lock 24, copy. The lock is almost filled up, so it'll be ready to go in just a minute.
Thank you very much. Yeah, when you enter the canals, they give you kind of a little strip map of the canal with all the locks and a list. They also, not only by radio, but you can also contact the locks by cell phone. I gave this one a call this morning. I had a couple questions. What's on the other side? Going to make a fuel stop here later this morning, and there's about 3 different gas docks within, all probably 10-15 miles. So these guys are a wealth of information as far as stuff goes on the canal, and they're very helpful. I've said that before and I'll say it again. Okay, the gates are opening. We're about to enter the lock. Today I should make good time again. I'll be, the Erie Canal also utilizes some lakes. And when I get to the point of, I believe it's called Oneida Lake, that's another area where I'll be able to open it up and get on plane for, maybe an hour or so. Run 30 miles an hour. Yes, I put on some of my other posts, if you didn't catch those, when I run at 10 mile an hour, that's got my bow in the air and drops me down to about 1 mile per gallon. But if I run right around 7, and that's about 1,400 RPMs, I can squeak about 2 miles per gallon. So a little slower, but a lot more efficient, and I can stretch a gallon of gas a whole mile longer. Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing good. What do I get to look forward to after I cross Oneida Lake? Okay. In Rome? How far down is that?
I'm not sure how far past it is.
But Rome's a good place to stay?
Yeah.
Appreciate the info. Well, he's suggesting that tonight I stay in Rome, New York, which is on the canal. Says there's some nice places to stop there, so I would say by the time I get to Rome, I'll see about what time it is, and that may be my stop for the day. closing the gates behind me. Yeah, right behind me is the Angry Smokehouse where I had dinner last night. Fantastic food, good beer selection. And no, they did not pay for that endorsement. Yeah, vessel this size, my boat's a 26 footer. Locks are easily handled with one person. I believe if I got up in the range of 30 foot or above, I definitely want 2 people on board going through the locks. We just a little bit more boat to handle. And as, for instance, I'm going what they call downhill right here. They're letting the water out so I can go on it. When they open the valves and start to let the water out of the lock, you can definitely feel a little pull on the boat. It does cause a little bit of current in the locks, but it's not difficult. I can handle it with one arm easily, but you can definitely feel it. And also once they've let all the water out, once they open the gates, it's not perfectly equaled out, so there's a little bit of a current that comes in as they open the gates, but not too difficult to handle. By the way, this segment was brought to you by Viagra. Sometimes it takes more than a lock to get it up and get down. Now they're opening the gates. As you can see, I'm moving backwards a little bit. A little bit of a current comes in when they open them up. We're going to shove off and get out of here. Thank you, 24. Y'all have a great day. Okay, this concludes this segment of Lock 24, and we will see you on the next one.